Hope you guys are good. So I promised I was going to do a tutorial on the Allegra, and that's what's going to happen right now. So there's a couple things that I want to talk about with this, and it's really important that if you are doing the Allegra, that you try to work on this in pieces and you're not trying to go into a closed Allegra right away. You really want to warm up very well. Make sure that your spine is really mobile. Make sure you're doing some cobras, you've done your back bends, and your spine feels really good to move and twist as well. Okay, so you're feeling good in your cobra, and you can twist and rotate through the spine. The other thing that needs to be nice and open is your chest and your shoulders. So you're going to want to do some shoulder stretches. They can be on the pole. 90 degrees is good as well. Sliding it up a little bit to get into the chest a bit more, but making sure that you're feeling very open through this area. Now, to get into your Allegra, it's going to be important that you set up correctly, otherwise you will end up in the wrong part of your body. So what you want to do is find your waist, okay? And basically you want the pole to end up between the rib cage and your hip bone. So we want to be right in that pocket where it's nice and soft, right in your waist, okay? The tiniest part of you. When we roll down for your Allegra to get into position, the pole has to roll down that part of your back. So where a lot of people go wrong is they allow the chest to fall down too much, and then you end up rolling on your rib cage. Now I have a longer torso, so I have a little bit more space between my rib cage and my pelvic bone, or my hip area, but some people have a shorter waist and have less space, so it's going to be even more important that you really set up correctly for this. Okay, so after you've warmed up and you feel pretty good, the first thing you want to do is get into a really solid flatline Scorpio. So we're going to get into your flatline, so we're going to push up, get into that pocket, and then switch into your tight flatline. So you have this little pocket right in there. Now the safest grip is your cup grip, because this is your weakest link, and if you turn it, your hand's not going to pop off if your leg pushes. Now you can see I'm in my waist right now, okay? So when I'm there and I feel really solid in this position, the next thing I want to do is roll my body down, opening the hip and the chest to open to look down, and it's staying in that waist area. Okay, so this is the first thing you want to do to get used to it. If this is enough for you, you're not going to go any further, okay? So let's say, I'm going to show you a poor setup. So let's say we've gotten into flatline, but now you've laid back and now you're here. Can you see how the pole's along my rib cage? It's completely across it. So if I go to put my arm here and grab my leg, I'm going to be pressing right into my ribs, and you do not want that, okay? So that being said, cup grip is the safest, so it's the best one to get used to how the leg feels pressing on your hand, and gives you the most amount of ability to take your time to open up, because you don't feel like your hand's going to slip. On the other hand, you actually lose about an inch of space to reach back. So if you're finding that you're having challenges getting your arm behind the pole once you feel good with that roll down, you can try doing a true grip or a thumb up regular grip, but again, this is the safest, most secure one. All right, so we're going to talk about if we've gone past that point and you're able to roll down that part of your spine, what we're going to do next. So next part will be an open Allegra. So getting into that nice pocket there, switch, make sure you're in a full flat line. Hand comes in, roll hip and chest open, and then if you're good, put your hand just on the pole and see if you can open your leg, okay? If you can, great. Now here is where people get stuck. You might not be able to rehook your leg, so bring your free leg in and you'll be able to rehook easier, okay? So let's say you've passed that point. So we're in that pocket, you're feeling pretty good about your open Allegra. You're gonna look down, really open the chest and see if you can reach your elbow back, okay? If you can reach for your leg and see if you can open your other one. To come out, bring that leg back up to rehook your inside leg. Bottom hand comes up, inside hand comes down, and you can turn over into a belly grip to come out. So again, you can see how slowly I'm going into those movements. You want to make sure that you do not rush it, okay? Each part of that has to feel very comfortable before you go into the next move. Use your breathing. Don't hold your breath. Exhale. Really look where you want to go. Don't look at your stomach if you're trying to open your arms to the side. This will not open if you stay like this, okay? A lot of times too, people are afraid, so they tend to roll and they get stuck, and that's gonna be very bad for your shoulder, okay? It's gonna be bad for this move. It's gonna pull you out of position. So again, key things. Solid flat line in your pocket. Okay, nice and solid. From there, hand comes in. I'm gonna use thumb up this time. I'm rolling down. My whole hip and chest area opens. I'm rolling in that pocket still. I look down. If I can, I reach around. Keep extending through the chest and the spine. Grab the leg, open. If you cannot hook that leg, release the bottom leg, pike up. It's always easier to come out. Reach up, turn, belly, out. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know, but hopefully that helps a little bit, okay? See you guys later.